On the birthday of Vlogmas, what did Stacy J make for me? We'll hang around and you'll see Mr. Christopher is here again. Mabel and Willow can be a pain, but it is Christmas time, let us play as we count down to Christmas Day.
Good morning, I'm Stacey J and this is my studio, and today is day 14 of Vlogmas. I'm just out looking out the window at Mr. Christopher. Now Mr. Christopher is going to be working hard just outside my window, and there's going to be some chainsawing, and actually it's not chainsaw at all. It's the second time I've used that word. It's a drop saw and it's right outside my window. So I will be either stopping and not talking if I get to that point, it means that he is doing that. So he might be going to get something to eat right now. I don't know. It is currently 11:08 and in the morning, and I am about to start what I think is going to be quite the long vlog. So I'm going to keep my talking short, and I'm going to just my talking short to a minimum and make this item. Now what we're making today is another stylark pattern. I don't want to make just things every day, so I'm making things. Other things. Okay, the stylark pattern, it is the Pinny. Okay, and I think it's pretty good. I liked it, obviously, because I purchased it, and I'm going to make it for you. Now, there are two pockets. Before you decide to cut out this, nowhere in the instructions does it say alternate pocket. Okay, so I cut them both out. So I've got the square pocket. This is for the top. They've obviously shown the angled cut one. And I have here the square, the rectangle basic. So that's the fabric. It is like a hard drill, almost like an upholstery fabric. Okay, so it's really nice and hard. I'm not going to use any interfacing. I didn't even know if they're asking me to use interfacing. I'm actually unpinning off there. I've lost a lot of pins on this pattern. This pattern's been cut out and sitting waiting for me for quite some time. So I was wondering where all my pins went, and now I can say safely where they went. There is a heck of a lot of pins I used before I cut that out. Okay, so enough. See, talking already, too much talking. Okay, so we're making that penny, and I mean, I use a penny when I cook because I'm not a messy person, but I like to wipe my hands on stuff, and I think through the year I don't need to wear a Christmas penny, which I have been, because I made a penny last year. So there you go. So that's the fabric. Okay, I've had it for a while. I had bits of it, so it wasn't a full meterage or whatever it was I needed, but I did manage to only use one. I don't know if I've recorded me cutting it out. If I have, I'll add it here, but I don't know if I did. I did it well and truly in November because I knew I was going to make this for you guys. Right, so we're starting the actual pattern. The first step is with double folds on the top of the side pockets, press and top stitch. Now the side pockets are these little suckers here, being at the side, bean pockets, right? And they are these long pieces, which are really, really cool. So I'm going to double stitch this top down. Now I am not only using my industrial straight stitcher that I have got dark blue on, but I'm also using my Queenie marching foot to do my top stitching on, and I have white in that because I just thought I can do that, so I's gonna do that. Anyway, enough. Okay, so I'm gonna now roll that down twice, and then I'm going to top stitch it down, which is step one. I've got my iron on. You know me, I like to iron when I make it. That is what actually makes Oh, I wonder what side I've got the... Oh, I've already marked the right and wrong side. That's good. That's what makes your garments sit nicely, okay? Yeah, you can use your finger, or if you've got one of those rollers to press the seam. But at the end of the day, ironing is beneficial and beneficial for people to have their garments look professionally made. And you're professionals, so iron, okay? Let me know in the comments if you do iron or don't iron. I'm an ironer. I've been ironing since a young age. Not when I was making clothes, because I didn't make clothes when I was younger. I had no sewing machine I was allowed to use. Right, so I'm going to now fold that down and then top stitch it. So our seam allowance on style arc is 1 centimetre. Okay, or half an inch. No, that's less than that. I don't know what it is in an inch, but if you're a style arc person, you'll know, because it'll tell you and you've worked it out yourselves. If not, sorry, I'm a metric girl. Okay, so I'm doing the pockets, right? And I did go up and get my breakfast, but I want to show you what I did to the pockets. Now, I'm going to just hold it up. See, it wedges out there, okay, and it wedges in there. So when you fold it, it's actually pressed in the right length. Now, you can, if you wanted, to overlock that and just have that folded, but I'm doing a double fold. That's what it says to do anyway, but a double fold, because I'm really doing it like I want to do that top stitching. So I folded it nice and firm, and then I'm going to just tuck it under to the seam line and then fold it down. And that is my 1 centimetre seam allowance. And I can go and either go and press it, because this stuff irons beautifully and nice and firmly, or I can just go to the machine and sew it. So I think I will, so I've already done that one. Here's one I prepared a little earlier. Okay, and I'm going to press this, then I'm going to go and top stitch these down, because I really think that will look beautiful. With the pockets done, now is the time to mark it on the actual pattern piece. All right, so here is the pattern piece that we're going to mark. This is the top of where the pocket's going to sit. Get the right pocket spacing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip it down here where it says with a 1 centimetre seam allowance, and then it'll fold up and it'll sit there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, and I will do the top stitching around the bottom there, and I will sew that so it sews in place. Okay, so first of all I need to mark it, and I don't know if this will mark because it's pink, and I want it on the outside because the outside is where I'm going to actually place the item, because if I put it on the inside, I'm so not going to see what I want to see. Normally a normal human would actually notch it, which I will actually do with one little yellow handled scissors. Don't know. Okay, I'll use these ones in the meantime. These are my other Kai scissors. Make sure you remember that you're doing a 1 centimetre seam allowance, so you don't want to be too... No, I seriously want the yellow handled ones. Here they are. These are my faves. You don't want to get inside that seam allowance, okay? Pop them back here. All right, and I will actually mark this part here because I want them to go up to there as well. If anything, I probably want to iron it under and put it at the top. Okay, right, that's done. I'm going to take the pins off and go from there. Okay, I'm going to get in between him actually using the drop saw, because I just waited for him to do it and I was like, oh, that's taking its time. That's taking its time. Right, so what I did is I did a little cheats way, because I've got the stripes and I wanted to match the stripes up, because I cut out to match up the stripes. So it doesn't look like it's matched up very well, does it? Anyway, so what I did was I folded under and then laid it to how I wanted it, then matched up the others so that they are in line. Little cheats way to do it, but I did it, and I don't think it looks half bad. Right, so that's that done. Oh, and it says to neaten the edge off, so I've currently just overlocked it, so I do believe it will probably be folded under in a step or two later on. Right, so our next step is to, I wonder if he's waiting for me. Our next step is to is to make the front pocket. Okay, so fold the pockets to match the notches, top stitch the bottom, baste around the sides panel, which I've done here, and repeat with the other side. Repeated, done, and I'll put you on hold. Okay, so he's finished for a second. What I'm going to do now is I've marked my 2 notches. Okay, there's a notch there, a notch there. I've cut those notches in, and there is a notch here, but that's for the seam allowance. Okay, and there is a notch here, which I think I definitely need to do because it could be doing something to do with strapping. So let's put a notch there. Okay, there's our center front. I'm just going to put a little cut there, just a tiny one, just to know. Now I'm just going to mark the pocket. The next step was to actually make the pocket. So although I don't want that pocket marked there on this side, I do want it the other side, because I am going to have my pocket like that. Okay, so awesome. I'm going to put my little square there and undo the rest of this. Now it says to do the pocket first, but I just want to get this done and organized for you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold down my pocket like I did with the last one. Okay, yep, I only cut out one, and I believe, yep, that's the wrong side. I've got a mark there. Okay, and so I'll fold that down to there. All right, so I am just unpicking that. Obviously there is a little notch here which I will mark as well. I don't know what that word says. Don't know what it says. Did I clip that? I didn't clip that. Okay, so there's a little clip there I want you to do. There's a couple of clips here. I think that's all to do with the folding down and the neatening of this. Okay, oh, there's a little pen mark. You can stick a pen in your pocket. I don't know. I don't actually need to mark those because I ain't no fool. I can actually just fold that down to that. It's the other notches that I need to make sure I'm doing. Right, so I'm going to keep pulling this apart. I'm going to put this here because that could be marked for the center. Making sure it's in the center, but again, I'll be lining up my little funky monkey lines is what I'll be doing. So it could be all off center. Who knows how good I was. So we're going to start with that folded edge. Okay, then we're going to take it to the top. And we're going to do the double folded edge here as well. Okay, and it's saying something about a pen. Top stitch the pen holder section. Oh, that's so that you don't, when you attach it to the actual apron, you don't sew all the way along there, but you have a little gap. Okay, so yeah, I can do that. That's the split there, so I am going to make a little mark with my trusty little black pen so it doesn't. So that's where I want to double sew, is double sew here. Okay, because that will be where that hole there will be where my pen would slide in. Okay, so I'm going to top stitch that first, then this will be folded down unos dos. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry for anyone I just damaged that language for. And then I make a little top stitch double line. So I'll go and do that now so that we are all happy with what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to go do that. I don't know if any of you have ever seen my wall of pain. A wall of pain over the other side, and it's got a lot of stuff on it, right? I'm just trying to get to the solid part of my table. Sorry. Right, so ever wondered why I'd have a hammer in my room? Now, I've made jeans before, and if you make jeans, you know that the seams are quite bulky. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go in my 1 centimeter here, so I'm just going to bang. Okay, and that thins out that. Okay, and then I want to fold it over one more time. Okay, and I'm going to bang it. Okay, so that thins that seam out. Did you know that? That's what scissors, that's what hammers are for in studios, is to bang those thick seams down. So I'm just going to put a quick clip in that because there ain't no way I'm going to stick a pin in it. And then I'm going to fold these down the rest of the way. And I'll take it over onto the ironing board and give it a with the iron. Okay, I just had to go and rescue my hammer out from Mr. Christopher. I told him to take the one with the silicone on it because he's already dirtied this, and he needed the heavier one, which was the other one. So alright, so I'm going to go and iron that and press that, but that's now thinned out. Yay the hammer. Now that's nice and tidy. Okay, so we haven't top stitched across here because it's going to be sewn onto the apron to approximately there. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to box down there. So it'll go down there. And the last one we want to do is the bottom. I lie. We've got the side to do as well. So that was a mess. I don't know what happened to that. So that's going to fold in. Okay, and then it will fold in again. And as you can see, I want to bash the bajingas out of that one as well. I'm just going to put a little peg in it for now. Hiya! Okay, I'm going to take it over to my block and bash it, and then I'm going to hem that one up as well. Okay, probably have to bash that too. So I have it all pinned in place. I'm going to go across here to this line here and do that. I am then going to go down, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go across. So it's sort of lined up, it's sort of centered, it's sort of okay, I kind of think. Anyway, that's how it's going to go. I'm going to go and top stitch that all on, and then we'll be up to the next stage. Okay, bottom line is I did not make this big enough. It should have gone out to about there. I can stick this in it, but
it's buoyant. It's like he hasn't. Sorry.
Okay, so here's the thing. Do you put down the cat, or do you just pray to God it stops eating the fish out of your pond? Okay, second fish that Penny has caught, that's Victoria's cat, and heaven forbid she goes anywhere. Penny, not Victoria. So Victoria just rang Mr. Christopher and said, Penny's got another fish. So then she brought the fish up, and the fish was still alive. So Mr. Christopher just ran like a crazy man, put it in the pond, and although he's frazzled, as you just heard him say when he walked in, it did swim away. So we'll see. We'll just see how far and awesome that poor fish goes. Right, now the second thing I want to do here on this particular... Okay, I lost some of that. Right, I'm finishing off these edges because they're the ones who are going to get just folded back once. See, they're not double tap top stitched. They're just one single top stitched. I don't mind. I doubt very much in a million years that I'll actually use and put a pen in that. This is going to be like a cooking apron. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go off, finish them off with my overlocker, and I'll be back. One looks really angled, eh? Looks like I haven't cut it square. Oh, no, that's sort of angled. I don't know. I'm going to finish it off. Okay, here's my last piece that I'm going to touch before I get and put them all together. And this is the back. Yeah, let's call it the backside. Backside. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, yes, I seriously just did that juvenile thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this, I have marked this is the inside, which I have not. So I'm just going to put a cross in here, and I'm going to neaten all this edge, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go and neaten that because that's a neatened area and the rest is all double fold, and I'll come back to y'all. Okay, literally have now done that, and we are going to start building the actual apron, the penny. Right, so what we're going to do is with right sides together. Why does number 2 have that? Oh, I'm a twit. So right sides together, we are going to take, I'll get rid of that one, okay. On the short side, not the long side, on the right sides together, we are going to pin our pieces together. Now, how do I know that's the right one? It's because I'm clever. Right, so we're going to pin it together. Okay, make sure that you overlap to where the 1 centimetre is, so when you open up it is rounded. See how they both have got that overlocking to neaten it off? Oh, you look like you're going to school. Yes, dear.
I'm just running over to Dad's to get this finished up.
What do you got?
My bank statement and the study link thing.
Are you going to go and visit your Nana?
Why, I could do.
Yeah, because I have on inside the boot that's near the front door is something for her. Can you please go and give that to her?
The door.
Near the front, the boot on the decoration boot.
Okay.
Yep, can you give that to her today, please? Really appreciate that. What time do you start work?
3:30.
Okay, thank you, darling. See you, doll. Right, so I guess he's going to work. I mean, to his dad's. Right. Okay, pin it all up, matching your notches together as the rules go. You know how it is. And then right down to the bottom. Woohoo! Exciting. This might be a faster make than I thought it was going to be. Now, I believe my stripes have held me up a little bit. That's buckled. Okay, so I've got that one pinned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin the other one and then I'm going to go and sew it. But I think in the meantime I need to help Mr. Christopher with the portaloo, or the portaloo that's currently sitting in there. Now, we don't have a portaloo because we're using it. We have a portaloo because he rents them out when people are doing their bathrooms up. Sorry, itchy eye. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Oh. Right, okay. So I'm going to set up the other one, get it pinned, wait for him to call me. So I'll do that while I'm waiting for him, rather than hold it up, and we'll go from there. Right, so what we've done is we've attached the sides, sides to the back. Okay, and I want to thank you all for not telling me that I had the right side pinned to the wrong side. That's right, I unpinned it. I didn't even sew it. I was a good girl. Okay, so we've got that sorted out. What we need to do is now iron it and push the seam to the back and then top stitch down those. I'm going to do that for both of those. And the next one is we're going to finish. We're going to overlock this, and we're going to fold them both under the 2 centimeters, and we're going to we are going to stitch down once, not top stitch twice. Well, a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. I went out, put some building wrap on the outside there because the wind's picked up, and I have gone around and I have stitched under the neaten up part. Okay, so that's done on there. The next stage is to join the lids to this one. Okay, so I am going to, so it's got to be the opposite of, so it's going to curl around and out, so right sides together, and there should be, I wonder if I should neaten that edge first. Let me have a look with my goggles. So I think, what does that say? Front and straps. With right sides together, lay the strap to the top of the front, matching the notches and taking care the straps are crossed. Yep. Base the straps into place. Okay, let's do that. I've also booked in to go to get my nails. I don't know what that's called. Can't remember what that's called. Anyway, I booked in to have my nails removed because not my nail. My nail. Oh, I know what that is now. I've just looked up and seen the next step. So we're going to I'll read this. Okay, so I've been out and about. I've had things I've had to do, and I'm back, and I'm just attaching the straps to the front of the front of the pinny, so the sides, which the straps also attach. You got to make sure that they are in the back and they cross over. Okay, so it's going to be a bit hard to see what I mean by that, but that one plugs into this side here, and there's the strap there, and this one here plugs into this side here, and there's the strap there, so they cross over. Okay, so that is what we're going for. So I'm going to go and base them down, and then I'm going to work with that piece that I kept saying I don't know what it is, and then I did. Okay, which it has. So what I'm going to do is this one. I'm going to just read what the words say because it's inside out. Inside out, where you turn me upside down. Okay, so I'm not fusing it. Remember, I said I'm not fusing anything. I'm going to overlock the bottom, and I'm going to turn it up 1 centimeter. Okay, but first I'll base that. I'll overlock that and turn it up 1 centimeter and tack it down. Okay, basting the straps, overlocking the bottom of the facing, which is up there, overlocking the bottom and folding it up and stitching it back in a jiffy. So I did exactly what I said I was going to do, and I added a perfect fit to it, label. So great place to stick your label. I know it's in the front, but I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to put our apron. Oh, it's just a tangle of mice. So we're going to tuck our. I'm going to lay it down. Something happened with my pocket. My pocket of the chest is too small. See, here's my holes. That's. Don't know how that worked, people. What did I do wrong? Did I do that? Anyway. So we've got this here. This by rights should yells fit. Okay, so we want to pin that and that. Then we're going to sew around the top and down, and that should line up in line with our, I think, because it's meant to go that way, and that's, see, that one's sort of facing that way where this one isn't, is it? It sort of goes that way. It's meant to go that way. Stand by. Okay, fully loaded there with pins. I'm going to go around 1 centimeter seam allowance. Remember, that is the seam allowance down to the sides. The next one we'll be doing is we'll be sewing our sides to our sides. And after I undo the spaghetti craziness of these straps, there we go. I might just pin that there. So once I've cut that, once I've sewn that, I'm going to trim off the corners and turn it in the right way. And then I'm going to sew the sides down. I believe that is the next step. I don't know what I'm doing here. What is that? Oh, that goes to that side. And this, of course, goes to this side. Right, I'm going to go and sew that up. Wish me luck. Okay, it is sewn on, and I am going to flip it in. Oh, look at that. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? That little thing over there. Well, it seems crazy, you know, because it's not blending, but what do you expect? It's on a cut on the angle. So this is meant to be in the right way now. I'll just get rid of that because that's a bit cray-cray. Okay, after we've done that, okay, turn and the facing, press the seam to the front. I know, stand back. With the right side together, place the top edge of the facing along the edge of the top front, matching notches, so around the 3 edges of the facing, sandwiching the straps and clip the corners. All right, we are doing that. So that is lovely. I'm going to go and press it, because the next stage is we are doing the sides. With our last step, well, it's not our last step, we're going to hem it yet. With our last-ish step, we're going to have the right sides facing. So I'm just going to get the back up here. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one down first because it seems to be the one on the top. Am I meant to overlap? Does it say overlap? You know what? There is no significance of overlapping. However, that's facing the right way. If I flip that upside down, it is saying that the one underneath is this one. So that one's underneath. So if I do that, that goes to that side, that goes off to there, that goes to there, and that is to here. Nope, that is to here. Okay, right. Yeah, that was the best way to do it. That was definitely the best way to do it. Okay, thing I'm definitely going to make sure is that I've got the bottom matched up. I've got that matched up with my notch there. Okay. Notch. And I have another notch here and another notch there. They notch together. So after I do this, I'm going to overlock. I'm going to stitch the sides up. I'm going to then overlock the two seams together. It's a closed seam. Then I'm going to iron the closed seam to the front, and then it's all about the top stitching. Okay, so that's pinned there. So if I have the right side up now, oops, just knock the distractions away. Just going to, whew, I think I did this the funniest way ever. Okay, right sides together. There's my top notch. It's like a top knot. Now, here's a question for you, and I want you to answer in the comments. Maybe I should ask questions every day. My question is, licorice, do you like it? Now, depending on what your answer is, right, do you like licorice? I love licorice. Licorice is yummy. Okay, and I really do like it. But licorice is black. Okay, tell me if you call the red or green or whatever other color they seem to call licorice, if you call it licorice, or is it just known as candy? Because I actually call that stuff candy. I don't call it sweets, I call it candy. Candy girl. Okay, that's what I call it. It is not licorice. Okay, licorice has an aniseed base to it. All right, so no, tell me what you think. What is your comprehension of licorice? Do you like it? And is licorice only black, or do you call the pink apple flavored, raspberry flavored stuff licorice? Dying to know. Heads up, Mr. Christopher can't stand black licorice, so he doesn't like licorice. He uses cuss words when I offer it to him. And I only offer it because I know he hates it so much. But, yeah, and he calls it licorice. And I don't know how many times I've told him it is candy. So I'm going to go and I'm going to sew them down. I am then going to go and overlock them. And then I'm going to press them to the front. And I'll come and see you just before I top stitch it. We're running at a great time at the minute. It's 5:11. Helping Mr. Christopher and going off and doing something. It really threw me late, but that's all right with you guys. You're going to get it when you get it. Well, since we last spoke, see what I did there? I have now pressed the seams. Press the seams towards the front. Okay, so when you do this top stitching, you start at one end, one bottom. Okay, now what I also did was I did rolled my hem ready in preparation. Right. So you go up the bottom, you go all the way up the side, all the way up, which will be under here, across the top, all the way down the bottom, all the way down the bottom, all the way down the bottom, all the way down the bottom. And then you're going to come up the same side again, and you're going to go all the way around again, and you're going to do the same distance you've been doing with your top stitching, okay, which mine is a foot. Not a foot, but a foot. Okay, so I'm going to go and top stitch that, and I will come back because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hammer. And you know what? Okay, top stitch down the front is done. So there it is. Now I've just got to do the hem, which like I said, I've already pre-rolled. I've just unrolled where my front panels needed to be top stitched, so it tucks inside that top stitching. See there, so that will just roll back up, and I'm going to go and top stitch that puppy. Now while I do that, how about you guys think about this? What is your favorite Christmas movie? You don't have long to think, okay? Because I'm going to come back while you do, because you might answer me while I'm talking or not, I don't know. Because quite often when I'm on and I'm not actually working, I actually can type while I'm watching a vlog, and I sort of talk to them. Anyway, like some of you guys do to me. So I'm going to top stitch that. Favorite Christmas movie. I will tell you mine. I bet you can't guess. I bet you in a million years you cannot guess what my favorite Christmas movie is. Think about it. Okay, I'll be back. Well, there you go. I've finished. I need to press it, but I have finished it. I didn't do a full bust adjustment, because it doesn't really bust it. So here it is. I think I'm twisted at the back. Oh no, it just feels like I am. There it is. Look at this. Nice big pockets to stick my stuff in. Did you bang the walls, darling?
No.
Thank you, cheers.
Bash my way in. If only the studio was bigger.
If only my studio was bigger. You heard it from him first, folks, okay? Not me.
Also squeaky.
And that's what the kids like to do. Okay, so, by the way, I haven't had an alcoholic beverage for quite a while. I mean, when I say whiles, I'm talking weekage, right? This is apple cider vinegar and soda water. Did I just hear a couple of you guys go, bleh? I think it's very refreshing. Right, I'm going to pop you down and turn you around. And here you go. There it is. I think it's quite neat. That is the style art Pinny. I think it just needs a press because I've just done the bottom. And it's there and I didn't press it. I think it's pretty groovy. I like the stripes. Stripes in my pockets. They match up. I'm going to turn you around. So that is a make. I do not know how long that is for now. If I see it's quite long, then I'll try and do it by steps. So what I'll do is, how about I take the distractions upstairs? I quite like it. I think it's a very good, well covered pinny. And sorry, I'm rustling papers. Sorry, not sorry. So I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty easy make. Top stitching, great way to learn top stitching, because no one's going to really look too close at your pinny as for top stitching. Yeah. The only fault I really did was I don't have a pen hole big enough for a pen, which I don't think I'll have one. I mean, these pockets, I could have fit Samuel in here when he was 13. He was like tiny, so I could have fitted him in. So there are big pockets down here, and my hands are going to just automatically go to them. Okay, so today was the Style Arc Pinny. Okay, Pinny style cooking apron. Penny sewing cooking apron. I don't have my glasses on, sorry. Right, let's go through quickly what we've got and what we've done, what we've been. Where have we been so far in Stacey J's studio? Yesterday, I had a couple of requests for the instructions to my jewellery roll. Now, here's something funny. I wonder where my Nana's wedding ring was. Sitting in this. I forgot to take it back out. I'm like, oh my god, where did I put it? Duh, I left it in here. And my necklace, my father's necklace. Well, it's not my father's necklace. It's the necklace I bought because so that's my necklace. So it was sitting in the jewellery roll the whole time. But still really happy with the jewellery roll. Really think it's cute. Yeah, and what did somebody suggested? Oh, sorry, I cannot remember who it was. I want to say, no, I'm not going to say. Nikki suggested possibly like a makeup brush roll as well. That would go really nice with it. And there was one other thing that she mentioned. I was looking at that earlier. So there is. I just love it. I think it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. Your imagination is the only thing that stops you from making that. Okay. So we made that. And what else have we made? Oh, then we made, I'm going to get them all out of order soon. We've made the tablet stand. We made the lovely lip balm holder. Well, not holders, but holder. Yep. We made the book bag. The book bag that I will change, Libby, I promise, because I like the way you think. I have my wine glasses coasters with the coaster holder. I have a pair of shorty shorts. Here I have a toothbrush. Let's not get fluff on our toothbrush holder travel thing. Go well together. When you're traveling, these are all out of whack. I've got a whack. I keep saying that and I keep thinking of Joey. I've got my wallet that, was it Nikki that asked for that one as well? So these are out of my book. Okay, I've got my glasses case. I've got my Style Arc night goggles, my Style Arc shades, eye covers, and my lovely pouch. That's day 14 done and dusted. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, guys. Quite happy with it. I brought down my other wallet that I had to show you what I did have my things in. So I had them in this old thing. Right, that's just cruddy. Just that. Whereas now look at what it's going to have in it. Put them together. There's probably stuff in there I should have. And it was always too big, you know, whereas that one's little. So there you go, guys. Day 14 is done and dusted, which means there is only 11 days until Christmas. We're counting down big time. Huge, massive, okay? And it's going fast. Tomorrow, I think I might be helping Mr. Christopher. He wants to get some stuff done before he heads off. I popped in and out a few times today when the wind picked up to help him. But it is really, really, really annoying when I'm doing something and I fully understand why I have to go out there. So I'm not annoyed at him. I'm just frustrated because I want to get this out. Like I said, it's currently 10 to 6. So still got to upload this. I've got to edit it, got to render it, got to put it up, load it, and upload it again. So if you can, can see where I was at with, I'm not angry at him. I'm just like frustrated. It's an amazing job. So tomorrow I'm going to do something really, really simple. This was given to me by, I'm really bad with names. It's given to me by somebody, and you'll know who it is, and you can tell me at the end of the day when I do it that it was you. If it was a really good idea, really good idea. It's just a really, really good idea. So come in tomorrow and see this. It's something that you can make super, super fast with super, super awesome scraps. I possibly will be using flamingo fabric. I have some. So I will probably be using flamingo fabric. But please join me tomorrow to see what this is, and you can make them so, so easy. But yeah, I'm going to make them. So that is it. I have the Stylark Pinny apron, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yes, it looks really butcherish, as in like a butcher, because butchers have striped pennies, but I don't care. I like it. I think I was always going to make an apron with it. I think Mum gave me the fabric. She had some fabric cut-offs and this was it, or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you because I do not know how long this is. Please take care. Stay well, stay warm, stay dry. Keep cool. Keep on sewing. Hydrate. I think I'm into possibly 2.5 litres of water now, which is very, very good. Very, very good. Yes, and I count my apple cider vinegar water. And have no regrets. I don't. I think I did pretty good with my Pinny. Some of the bit of wave movements going on with some of my stripes, but I think it didn't go too badly. And save face this summer, or this, just save face, because it's not sunny outside now. That's what I was just like looking. Not so much. Okay, so please, thank you. Oh, my favourite movie. I knew you guys were yelling out, what's your favourite Christmas movie, Stacey? Die Hard. Okay, it's Die Hard. It's held at Christmas time. Stacey has a little thing for the Bruce Meister. Die Hard. Take care, see you tomorrow.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.